This video is going to be especially very useful for people who are thinking about starting to teach online. Now guys, there's one thing that I would want to say on this point. There is a threat to a lot of jobs in the world. A lot of people think that, a lot of things are going to get obsolete as we progress in time because robots are going to replace us, and a lot of jobs which human beings do right now are going to be taken up by robots. But I want to say one thing here. No matter that's my belief, no matter how progressive science gets and how progressive the technology becomes, I think, according to me, human teachers are not going to be replaceable. So when I started to teach online, I teach online, and many of you already know that about me. My name is Alina Rais. I'm a teacher. I teach CA final right now, and CA final corporate law. When I started, I had no guidance. I had to look for everything on my own. I used to go mad looking for different things to help me out with my online tutoring and online teaching, because 4 years ago things were not as easy as they are right now. There are many platforms which have come up to support the concept of online tutoring, and that is what I'm going to talk about with you today. There are several tips in the video that I have to share with you, and most of them are going to be very helpful for you because these are my personal experiences that I'm going to share with you in the video today. Okay, so take some time out to watch the entire video. If you find my speed to be a little low, my pace to be slow, just speed up the video, change the setting of the time, and you can watch it in a faster pace, but do not skip any part of the video, because all these points that I have over here, I have a lot of points for you, because that's what I always do. I have my written stuff before I shoot any video. So let's start with the first point that I have for you. The first thing that you need to do, and this is something that I have done a lot and I still do, and I feel that there is a lot of power in this thing if you start practicing this. You should watch other teachers' YouTube videos before you take a class with your students. So the point is to keep enriching yourself. Okay, it's important that if suppose I'm taking up a concept XYZ with my students in a class, I would first watch a few videos on XYZ before I actually take that class. Why? Because there is always a possibility of learning something new. You cannot know everything about something. It's impossible to know everything. So whenever you watch a video, you find out something new about that concept. And even if you do not find anything new about the concept, what you find new is maybe a better technique of explaining the same concept. So I do a lot of research where I watch videos on certain concepts before I actually teach that concept to my students. Second thing that I have for you is making up of stories and characters. So whenever you're teaching something, try and relate the concept with your real life, with some fictitious story or some character in your life, so that students can relate with it more. Okay, so if you're explaining some concept, maybe you can use a student's name and allot him a position in the role, and then allot yourself a position and explain the concept using yourself and your student's name, and tell them, अगर तुमने ऐसे किया होता तो मैंने ऐसे किया होता तो ये होता तो ऐसे होता तो वैसे होता, and building a story around it so that the things become a little entertaining. And then students are also it's better for them because they grasp it better, and they learn more quickly, and they are entertained in your class. They want to come back to your class. Now the third point that I have for you is very close to my point number 2. That is, you've got to make up for the disadvantage of teaching online. Now there is certainly a disadvantage when you teach online. The point is that you're not in front of your students. You cannot really see them. They can see you, but you can't see them. You don't know what they are doing in the moment when you're teaching them. They may be looking into Instagram while you're teaching. So how do you make sure that they are listening to you? So first thing that you've got to be very careful about is keep asking them questions. Okay, every now and then, after every 2 minutes, 3 minutes, take the name of a person. I'm going to give you the name of a very good platform that you can be using, and there are several other platforms also, but this one I'm particularly a fan of, which we're going to discuss later. So you can see the names of the students appearing on your chat screen. You can pick a name from the students. Let's say you pick the name of you take Rahul's name. Okay, Rahul, what did I just say? What are your thoughts on this concept that I just explained? Do you think this is right? Do you think you have something to add to this? Do you have any doubt with this concept? Something like this, Take the name of the student and ask them a question, okay? It has to be particularly directed to one student. You cannot ask a general question to generally everybody, because then nobody is going to answer to you. Next point is about igniting the spirit of competition in your students. Okay, so it's important that you conduct some quiz. Okay, maybe during the class or maybe once in a week, something like that, where there is a scoring done and then there is some first position, second position, third position, so that the students feel a little competitive and they strive to perform better. No teacher can be successful unless his or her students are successful. Unless the student feels that the teacher is interested in his or her growth, they are not going to work very hard over their own growth. I mean, that's a weird concept, but that's how it happens. You are like their idols. They look up to you, and if they feel that the teacher is interested in their lives, they are going to put in a lot of serious, sincere efforts in that subject. And if they excel at the subject, that is where you progress. Okay, another very important point which I have used a lot is usage of online test papers. There are several test papers available for every subject that you can think of. You name a subject and there are test papers available online. Pick one of those test papers, offer it to your students. Okay, this is a very, very good and quite a smart technique that I'm going to propose to you. There is something called Chroma. Okay, Chroma. And if you start using it, it gives a very professional look to your background. By Chroma, I would mean that let's say you're holding a class and you are teaching, and there is this green screen behind you. So it's a green chart paper that you can use, or maybe purchase something from Amazon or somewhere to use as a green screen. And what it does is, the computer, what it is going to do is, and it can do it live also. It need not be recorded. It need not be pre-recorded. It can be done live. All you have to do is you have to sit in front of the green screen and start teaching, and then there are slides on the left hand side of your screen, and what happens is that your background, which was a green screen, will be replaced by a transparent background, and now that sheet that is there to teach, that sheet will be visible right behind you. Your outline is going to be seen and nothing else is going to be visible. It gives a very professional look to your videos. There are many YouTube videos to teach you the technique. Even YouTube has this system you can be using. It's called OBS. Now the next point is something that is very randomly available these days, and that is something that is going to help you a lot. There have been several platforms that have been coming up to support your online classes. Since coronavirus has struck the world, a lot of things are moving online. Education is running so far ahead of everything else. Education is like the fastest one to pick up. I know one of these platforms. The name is Teachment, and it is fascinating, guys. Look at the reviews of this platform. The reviews are awesome. It's very user friendly, very easy to use. There are several systems. I will be showing you a little bit of screen recording also to help you understanding. First of all, there is the system of automated attendance. Amazing. You will be able to see who is online, who has come in and who hasn't showed up. So attendance feature is there. Then you have the feature of online test assessments, which is very important to be successful in your teaching endeavors. Very important. You can't really be successful unless you run assessments and tests. I'm telling you from my own personal experience. Then there is this option of student chat. The best thing is it is absolutely free right now. I don't know if it is going to be free in the future also, but right now it is absolutely free. So make use of it. On Google Play Store, if you see, it's highly rated. It helps you with fee management also. So whatever you're charging your students, it is going to help you with the fees management. So you can be taking the support of the team at Teachment to help you with the gathering of the money and all also. Another very important thing that I really need to bring in here is unlimited students allowed. That is, trust me guys, it's like heaven, because otherwise they charge you hefty amounts otherwise. I have actually used these platforms, right? So I am aware what goes on, and whenever there is this clause of unlimited students allowed, the fee that the platforms charge is hefty, and this is free. So you can have as many students you want while you're taking the class. Then there is also this option of sharing the link of your class. You can share the link of your class with your students, and they can be using the same link every time there is a class. So you don't need to change the link. I would love to see if it really helped you. Another thing is that if you have any doubts, you can let me know in the comments again, because I always take up all the genuine queries, especially when the video is posted newly, because that's where my focus is most on the video. I think I've included everything. I had a huge list of items to be taken up over here. Go ahead, do not be scared. There is something that you need to do online. Right now is the time. If you're thinking, I'm giving you the push. If you're just standing right there at the edge of the cliff and waiting for somebody to push you, I'm giving you that push right now. I'm telling you, go ahead, do it. I did it 4 years ago. I started my online teaching, guys. It's awesome. It's awesome. I am telling you my personal experience. I have grown so much ever since I've been teaching. It's a lot of personal growth. It's a lot of professional growth. There's going to be huge, tremendous amounts of learning, and you're going to enjoy it. You are never going to regret this. And if you, first of all, you need to choose a subject that you want to really get into. Okay, because I wouldn't advise you to step into 3 things together. That's not really advisable, because as a teacher, when you start with something, you have to do a lot of research to keep learning everything about your subject, and you cannot have 4 or 5 own subjects. Like, I have chosen law for myself. There are reasons to it. My father has always been a law teacher, and there is this thing that runs in our blood. We love law at my place. We love it, and I'm personally talking about myself. I'm fascinated with law. Law is like my thing, and I really want to grow a lot in this subject. I'm still not there. I'm working on it. I know the way, because I put in a lot of effort into learning whenever I am learning anything new. So I know, I mean, right now, I would still not say that I'm new to this profession, because I've been doing it for some time, but there is so much to learn that I still consider myself to be new. And if you're beginning right now, guys, take the push, okay? Go ahead, do it. You're not going to regret it. Give it 2 years, okay? See for yourself. Check if it is working for you. But give it some time. Don't decide in the first few months that it's not working for you. It never works for anyone in the first few months, okay? That is all I wanted to say to you. I think I've delivered the message quite clearly. And if there's anything that you would need my help on, let me know, okay? I'm always there to help you. Thank you very much. And you can follow me on Instagram to know me more on a personal level. And that is it. Bye. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.